Digging through the cesspit that is the YouTube recommended section, I stumbled upon an old Farf video where he said something very interesting.
Okay! I guess this is just the best deck then.
So I decided to put his theory to the test and created my very own Galaxy Eyes list. The brand new support helps the deck tremendously and builds upon what you would have done in the past. This is an OTK version of the deck in which I use Afterglow Dragon and Prime Photon Dragon in order to deal ludicrous amounts of damage, with enough extension to play through hand traps and the powerful metabots. The list we have here today aims to turbo out as many monsters to the field to facilitate for our Link and Xyz summons, culminating in a Prime Photon Dragon attack. Now let's get onto the card by card. For the monsters, we run 2 copies of the brand new Afterglow Dragon, being our main OTK tool, able to double our Prime Photon Dragon's attack, and special summon a Galaxy Eyes from our deck. Now we play 3 copies of the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, because it is the namesake of the archetype, with enough cards to search it so that it becomes useful, and enough cards that can recur it from the graveyard. It makes perfect fodder for our trade-ins and our Melody of Awakening Dragons. 3 copies of Levianeer, because it's a level 8 dragon, it extends, and if I somehow get a Dark into the grave, it can also pop cards. 1 copy of Galaxy Knight to recur our Photon Dragon and facilitate rank 8 plays. 2 copies of Galaxy Brave for our Link summons, our rank 4, and our rank 8 summons. 3 copies of Galaxy Soldier, because it's a really good card, it's a free special summon, it can also dump your Galaxy Eyes, and it can search you stuff other than Galaxy Soldier. Didn't know that was possible. 2 copies of Photon Thrasher, 3 Photon Vanisher, and 1 Photon Advancer, as multiple free special summons we can run, with Vanisher having the added caveat of being able to search our Photon Dragon from the deck. 3 copies of Photon Orbital and Galaxy Wizard as our honorary rotors, being able to search for both Galaxy and Photon cards from our deck. 3 copies of Ash Blossom, as it does not impact our opening hand that much to see one, and it's the most meta-relevant hand trap. And 3 copies of Photon Sanctuary, because as you'll see later, it's a free summon of Galaxy Eyes from the hand, and we can also use it to Link summon our Soul Flare to recycle Galaxy Eyes from the grave. 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army to search for our Photon monsters. 2 copies of Trade-In, because drawing 2 cards is a really good effect. 1 copy of Melody of Awakening Dragon, because we need to get to our Afterglow as fast as possible. 3 Expedition, because it provides nice extension through things such as Vela, and also helps us go through our Link and our Xyz plays. 1 copy of Galaxy Trance, because it gets our Galaxy Eyes out of the graveyard and then special summons another monster from the deck. 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Galaxy Zero in case we need to extend even further beyond. For the Links in the extra deck, we run 2 copies of Soul Flare Dragon, because it recurs our Galaxy Eyes and is also a Dryden during our opponent's turn. 1 copy of Union Carrier to equip our Photon Orbital from the deck in order to get its effect off. On to the Xyzs, and boy, there's a lot of them. We run 1 copy of Zeus, because sending the whole board to the grave is a good effect. 1 copy of Cypher Blade, because it pops and floats into the Cypher that we will detach for cost. 1 Full Armor Photon, because it pops face up. 1 copy of Prime Photon, because it's our main OTK tool. 1 Cypher Dragon, because we need to go into Cypher Blade better. 1 Hope Harbinger. 1 Divine Dragonite Felgrand for monster negates and for stopping destruction. 1 Photon Lord, because it is a search as well as a monster negate. And 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity as well as the 1 Cyber Dragon Nova. And then for the final 2 Xyzs, we run 1 Starliege Lord Galaxian and 1 Starliege Photon Blast. Without further ado, let's get into the games. So, back with the list. As you saw before, the deck can play through many forms of disruption, including cards such as Skill Drain, because people forget that you can still pay costs. It can beat meta matchups such as Bird Up, as you just saw, and even some off-screen games in which I beat Drytron and Virtual World. I forgot to save the replay because I'm really dumb. The deck can be budget as long as you cut down the Zeus and maybe Afterglow, but Afterglow needs to be able to complete the deck. I would say that it is definitely a good deck, not strong enough to be a meta contender, but at least good enough to get a locals top, assuming we're able to get one of those in the near future. Thanks so much for sticking around and supporting the channel. Anyway, be sure to like, comment and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can be notified for my weekly uploads. And I'll see you all in the next one.